A BIT Tensor chat. How about that? Chat archive. I should do it in the members area, but now the members area is closed, so that's awkward. I don't know. I'm not gonna make a BIT Tensor chat yet because I don't know how in I am yet. I'm still doing my due diligence. I haven't even read the white paper. Let's read it, dude. Okay, so this is the real ish right here. Nobody's gonna read the white paper except for me. Let's do this first, though. Chat GPT. Above is the BIT Tensor white paper. Please break it down to me in easy to understand language because you know it's probably confusing as shit. So explain it to me, at like a maybe like a senior high school level, just so we can all understand it. And I will read the paper after, but I want you to walk me through it so I fully understand it. And then once I do read it, then I'll double understand it and I'll take notes and all that. But you're pretty much teaching me everything in the white paper now, and then I'll read it for real after. This is just how I like to do things. I like repetition, dude, because I was a hooper, dude. So I used to not be good at shooting threes, dude. And then I got in the gym for 4 hours a day. Maybe not 4 hours, but like 500 shots a day. And then I became one of the best 3-point shooters, dude. Just like that. I wasn't able to dunk when I was a kid. So I went ahead and I started going to the gym every single day. And I put a mat there, a wrestling mat. I couldn't get to the rim. I couldn't jump that high yet. I was just a kid, dude. But how did I end up being able to go through the legs, dude? How can I do 360s and through the legs and shit like that when I couldn't even dunk back in the day? Well, I started slow. I put that wrestling mat there and I started jumping off the mat. I started dunking with my friends. This shit was fun as fuck. I learned how to dunk. I was way too short to dunk, but by the time I was tall enough and I was strong enough to jump, dude, I already knew how to do these moves and stuff because I used the mat before or I lowered the hoop. So repetition, 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 repetition. That's all I've ever done. It all started with sports, dude. I know it's militant. It's militant. Sports are militant, especially when you get to a high level, like a college level, bro. I swear to God, if I did not hoop, bro, I wouldn't have learned this mentality, dude. My idol was Kobe, bro. So, of course, repetition is key. That man did not do anything except except for hoop and get better and better and better. And I did that for years and years. I got paid, bro. I got paid. That's fire. I got free school and I got paid off repetition. So I'm just kind of recreating that here in this different in this new world, this new nerd world. But I've always been a nerd, bro. It'd be hoop and then I go home and game or I sit on my laptop. So yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about that, but let's go ahead and read this. Let's see here first. I just want to ping brains sometimes. That's all. Feel free to ping me in the chat, Kyler Davis. Yeah, Kyler's a real one, bro. Yeah, Moon. BitTensor is definitely fucking dope. Thank you, dude. Somebody just introduced me here to it today. I've heard a few people out here in Puerto Rico talk about it, but they essentially said it was like AI, the AI exposure that they have, and I just faded it because there's plenty of other Solana stuff going on. But as tides change, I move. I move. I move, baby. What do you use for the voice text, Sir Dev? This is called. God, I need to figure out what the name is called. To be honest, Flow something. Called Whisper Flow. Whisper Flow. This one right here, dude. It's fucking fire. It's probably the most fire use case I've seen in a while. Whisper Flow, not voice flow. Whisper Flow. Your models develop to your hardware. I guess I'm still grasping. Me too, dude. And every subnet has a purpose. Like there's one for price prediction. I'm very curious about the subnets, what they look like. Let's read through what ChatGPT said based off the white paper, and then let's read the white paper, and then we'll watch some more videos. There's a 2-hour training on how to do this, so maybe I'll watch that if I get convinced. I'm still not fully convinced, dude. I'm not fully convinced, but every single thing that's happened in crypto has come through this chat, and it's It's Stony Sunday, bro. It's Sunday fun day. We're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into BitTensor, okay? It reasons for 12 seconds. Here's a breakdown in plain English, step by step. What is BitTensor? Imagine a huge decentralized market for artificial intelligence. Instead of one big company deciding which AI is best by testing them on a single task like image recognition, BitTensor creates a system where lots of different AI models, we'll call them peers, work together and even judge each other. They all earn rewards, tokens, or stake based on how much they contribute to the overall network's performance. How do the peers work? Well, the basics of an AI model. Think of an AI model as a function that takes in data like images and text and gives an output like prediction. Like each peer is one of these functions, training on data. Each peer learns by looking at its own set of examples, its data set, and trying to improve how well it works. They all try to minimize loss, a measure of how wrong they are. The network of peers. There are many peers connected in a network. They share information with each other so that every peer can learn not only from its own data, but also from what other peers produce. Okay, okay. So I'm kind of understanding it. I think what's going to help a lot is going through the different use cases to fully understand it. Ranking and rewarding peers, peer ranking. Instead of using a single test score, peers evaluate one another. They vote on the value of each other's outputs by assigning scores. If removing a peer makes the network perform much worse, that peer is considered very important. Incentives and stake. The network keeps track of a stake for each peer on a digital ledger, like a blockchain. The more useful a peer is, the more stake or tokens it earns. This stake not only shows its value, but also gives it more influence in the network. Why it matters. Rewarding based on contribution means that even smaller or older models can be valuable if they add something unique to the overall intelligence of the network. Preventing cheating and collusion. The problem of collusion. What if a group of peers start voting for each other just to pump up their values without really helping the network? That's collusion, and it would ruin the system. Consensus mechanism. To stop this, BitTensor uses a consensus mechanism or a system. Each peer gets a bonus if many other peers, ideally more than 50% of the network stake, trust it. This bonus is calculated with a smooth sigmoid function. Like, think of it like a ramp that only starts giving extra points once you've trusted by enough people. Nonlinear rewards. The rewards are designed to increase super linearly. This means that if you're trusted by the honest majority, your rewards increase much faster than those of a small group trying to collude. Bonds, investing in each other. What are bonds? In addition to stake, peers can form bonds with one another. Imagine it like a mini investment. If you believe another peer will do well, you can bond with it. If that peer later becomes valuable, your own rewards get a boost too. Speculative rewards. This system encourages peers not just to vote for themselves, but to invest in the peers they think will be useful in the future. How the network runs, data sharing. Each peer sends out batches of its data to its neighbors in the network. The peer respond with their own outputs, and these responses